The greatest moments in the universe ever.
So this film takes place in Miami. We're not talking about Will Smith's Miami. We're talking poverty. We're talking bullying. We're talking repressed feelings of homosexuality. Welcome to Miami.
We've seen Black as a child, as a teenager, and now as an adult.
Black is good now. He's following in Juan's footsteps. He's like a badass gangster. He's like living the dream.
Man, if you ever come to town, man, you come holler at me. I'll cook you something.
He's finally meeting up with his friend who he had his first homosexual encounter with. It was a very memorable hand job, and not just because it was at the seaside.
I went to see Moonlight because I thought it'd be a movie about space, like M. Night Shyamalan's Signs.
Big hand.
It is about space. These two characters are in two completely different galaxies.
Black arrives at the diner. Nervous. He's never acknowledged the love that dare not speak its name.
Is I wrong?
Kevin's like, oh my God, you actually turned up. You must be really hungry.
One chef special coming right up.
But I think Black is looking for something a little extra, like another hand job.
Black goes over to the jukebox and notices, I want to know what love is. Perhaps two on the nose.
Chef special.
Black sits down, admiring the Cuban feast that's been placed before him.
Want a drink?
No, I don't drink.
Yeah, Black's like, I don't even drink. Glug, glug, glug. He's knocking it back because he doesn't want to embarrass himself. But problem is when you drink too much, you do.
And this is the big moment.
And then, oh, he's dropped one. He dropped one on the table.
The bean falls off the plate.
So does your heart sink. I remember the silence that came over the crowd in the cinema. You could hear a bean drop.
Black sees it, Kevin sees it. They're both wondering, what's he gonna do? The whole film hinges on this moment.
Black, even now in his adult life, is not able to truly be himself.
Nothing's going right for Black in his life. You know, he can't do anything. He can't keep food on his plate.
That bean is his own identity, his own sexuality, his own repressed memories, all bundled into one. If he leaves this bean on the table, it's game over.
He wants to rejoin humanity. He takes the bean and he brings it home.
He just shoves it right in his mouth.
So when he picks this bean up off the table, it's like he's trying to pick himself up and also trying to pick Kevin up.
Well, man, you don't want to waste none of it, do it. It tastes good. Chill out, bro.
Bit of movie trivia here. Everyone thinks that scene is ad-lib. Like he's just dropped the bean. They're like, ooh, we'll just go with that take because it looks so cool.
Actually, it's heavily scripted, but the actor, he just couldn't drop the bean right.
Take after take after take, and they've only got this diner for one night. In the end, they had to CG it. But the plot thickens because the director didn't think the bean looked lifelike enough, and so in the end they had to use motion capture.
Planet of the Apes, I spent a month living with the monkeys in the cage. Let's get rid of Andy Serkis. Beans are like people. They come in different shapes and sizes. I lived in a can of beans for 3 months, very claustrophobic. Not much air in there. You've got this bean. The shy and retiring bean. The dominant bean. He knows what's up. And then you've got the Moonlight bean. The bean dropping. And wait. And yes, I'm Andy Serkis again.
It's like when you saw the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, you know? You're looking at the screen in wonder like, wow, they've brought the dinosaurs back to life.
Sorry, La La Land, but this scene is why your name wasn't in the envelope.
In my opinion, the film really should end there.
I saw that.
We know everything that we need to know about him. He's now going to be openly gay. He'll probably stop gangbanging, and he's found the love of his life. I imagine that Black will take some of his ill-gotten drug money and invest it into Kevin's diner. Perhaps franchise the restaurant, and that they together can become this restaurateur power couple. Could become a household name. Kevin and Black's Cuban Cookhouse. Funded by drug money.